No, okay. And EFL becomes a ELF, sorry. Yeah. ELF, Economic Liberators. You then register in 2023.
Yeah, December.
December.
On the 4th.
On the 4th of December.
Yes.
And problems come.
Yeah, so it's just minor challenges that are trying to distract us.
Let's pause there and listen to the question coming from another fellow African of mine, so you can have an answer on it.
Mr. Mashiana, my question to the gentleman, Halamisa, is that both logos have got an African map on them. Both logos have got spears on them. Both logos have got a star located on top of the African map. Both logos have got a figure in the middle of the African map. The EFF has got a fist. The ELF has got the what you call a road leading to an industrial building. So the EFF also has got the industrial image on it, on that fist. And both the fist and the road are black, and both the industrial drawings are yellow in color. The printing and the font of the name is exactly the same, located on the right hand side. Can the Honorable President please address that and let us hear his thoughts, because to me they look similar.
Okay, as you heard, he is speaking about the similarities.
Yeah.
Yes, with your do you call them your nemesis?
No, they are fellow Africans.
They are fellow Africans
who are also trying to transform the lives of African people. I don't see them as an enemy at any point.
Okay, I want you to explain maybe answer the gentleman,
all right.
Answer King, and then I'll come later.
No, I think number one, we must all agree there's no one who has rights over Africa.
No one has monopoly
over Africa. No one. So basically, Africa, anyone can use the map of Africa. Mm-hmm. No one. There's no creativity.
You can't trademark it.
You can't say you were very creative. You came up with something unique with Africa.
Yes.
So, and then if you can see, we do have a star, mm-hmm. but this star has a significant meaning, and you can see where it is situated there.
West Africans have lots of.
We've put
stars.
It in Ghana.
Yes.
Specifically, because it was the first country to find democracy in Africa.
Black Star.
Black Star. Mm-hmm. So it has historic significance to us as Africans.
The EFF is yellow?
No, I mean this is
yours is black and it's in Ghana. Ne?
Yes.
The EFF is yellow. It's on the east.
On the east.
Yes.
That does not have a meaning, but now we have a reason why we've put it there.
And in fact, on the African, on those conglomeration of the flags of Africa with lots of stars and lot of these colors, it's only, I think, Ethiopia with a yellow star on the east.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a clear dichotomy between yourselves and them.
Yes.
Yes.
And ourselves, I see he says we have a spear. We don't have a spear here. We have a rope. This is a rope. You can see.
Yes.
Which has a sharp end at the end. But it's a rope.
A rope with a sharp end?
Yeah. That's not a spear.
Hey, Africa.
That's a rope. Check the rope that is surrounding South Africa.
South Africa.
Yes.
It goes up.
Then it ends so.
Yes.
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 That's a sharp end
Indian
of a
Ocean
rope.
And Atlantic Ocean.
Yes. That's a sharp end of a rope. That's not a spear.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then,
ours, we do have a road, definitely. Yes. It's the journey that we're going to take. Where there you can see that there are small crops that are there, mm-hmm. which were advocating for the usage of land.
Okay.
We are saying good, we must use the land that we have to its full productivity. Mm-hmm. Because currently we have land that is just lying around. Mm-hmm. We have land that is owned by tribal authorities, mm-hmm. that is underutilized. I remember I went to Skokun when we were meeting the tribal authority, the executive. They said we have a lot of land that is just lying around. Our people are just sitting under the tree. Mm-hmm. If they could understand what you are saying to us and they start to utilize this particular land, even though we don't have issues to say we must get another land that is owned by white people, but we're saying before we get there, or while we're working towards that, can we also utilize what we have now?
Yes.
While we're still working towards getting the land back. But the land that we have that is just sitting around idling without anyone utilizing. Let's utilize it.
That's proper.
Eh,
That's vision.
Because we can't wait to say let's wait for us to get the land, but currently we have land. We have a land that is owned by government under public works. We have land that is owned by tribal authorities. That is just lying around, not being used. So I'm saying let's start to fully maximize and utilize that particular land that is there. That is the sign. This one that we have here of crops. Then there you have factories on top. They were saying we need to be able to produce finished products. Let's not go export maize as it is. Let's go, we must export maize meal. If we plant sunflower, we must produce cooking oil. Meaning that we're saying we live in a very rich country, which has a very rich land, rich minerals, but we are poor. I remember I went to a place in Soshanguve. They call it Marikana. In Soshanguve, there's some informal settlement. When I was driving, going to meet them, I could see that not even a single person has a garden. Then I asked myself, you guys, you have a very fertile land here. And you are saying there's poverty, but none of you has a garden, one. But you have a fertile soil. Then I realized mentally, our people have not been prepared to do it for themselves. They've been prepared to be dependent. That to an extent that they don't even see the richness that they have around them. That can actually liberate them. When I told them, when you go there now, most people have started some smaller Nyana gardens. Because I was telling you, you can't go hungry when you have a fertile soil. Then that was when they realized, no, really, there are a lot of things that they've not seen that are just there within their control. So, yeah, that's what we stand for. This is, because if you want to compare us, we can't talk about Africa and this, that. Those are common things in Africa. It describes the politics of Africa. So, and what we have in the middle is nothing like a fist here. And we don't have a spear. This is a rope that has a sharp end. And they are green. Their Africa is green. If they really valued red, why is it not dominant in their logo? Meaning they value green. But now because we are saying, because now our t-shirts are white, but our Africa is red. So these things are not the same. And South Africans are very literate. People must not undermine South Africans. Our literacy level is sitting at 95% in South Africa. So we don't have crisis of illiterate people. So people must stop questioning the intelligence of black people.
Does it matter to you where are your positions on the ballot paper? Do you want to be next to someone, or it doesn't matter?
Right now we want to be the ballot.
Yes. If
we wanted to, let's say if we want to look like the EFF, we're not going to campaign. When we put all our things, we're just going to sit, put it and keep quiet.
For you.
Yes. But like
the other ones.
Yeah.
Let's call them by name.
Yeah.
Let's not be afraid.
AIC.
AIC.
It's AIC, yeah.
AIC. So let me give you that story. So you know what they did, those guys? In 2014, they got around 90,000 votes in 2014. Yes. And they did not even campaign.
Yeah, they don't campaign.
They didn't even campaign, and that's what Dakota Lochote accuses them. So it says these guys went out. They did not even have T-shirts because they just registered AIC, and they used African there that looks like the colors of ANC.
Yeah.
And they were put next to on the ballot next to the ANC, and they just folded their arms.
Today, it is still working for them.
And you guys, you say you've been in existence since 2015.
Yes.
And if by purpose you wanted to do this, you would have started by 2015, you said.
Yes.
Almost around the same time that AIC was contesting elections.
Yes. And if you check our social media, our things are viewed by over 1 million people.
Yeah.
I mean, if we wanted to steal votes from them, we're not going to campaign.
Yes.
But we've been going all out educating people.